1, verse 8. Let me get out of Judges. 1 Samuel chapter 1, verse 8. Okay, Elkanah, her husband, said to her, Elkanah, which is her husband. Okay, I read that kind of fast. Her husband said to her, Hannah, why do you cry and why do you not eat? Why is your heart broken? Am I not better to you than 10 children? Okay, so if you don't know this backstory, right? Hannah is Samuel's mom, right? And she wanted a son, and she knew, according to, you know what I mean, our Abba's law at this time, as it relates to what was going on with these people, what with our ancestors, her son was her strength, right? If something happened to her husband, her son would be there to take care of her, to protect. It would send the legacy on. That's what you're supposed to do. You bear sons and you continue on the lineage of the family. You continue on with the message of Yah, right? That's really the basis of our marriage in Yah. We'll get to that later. So Hannah was like really feeling away, and her husband was like, yo, like, why are you like this? Am I not better to you than 10 sons? Am I, like, what is it about us that does not suffice for you? That's how it's supposed to be with your husband. That's how our Abba is with us. That's how our Abba is with us. When things go wrong and we go to Yah crying, he's like, why? Do you not know that I've always taken care of you and I will always take care of you? Do you not know that I'm here for you? Do you not know that I love you? Do you not know that I care about you? You mean everything to me. I don't want to see you like this. This is not how I don't want to say envision, because, you know, Yah is not envision. But for the sake of this is not what I envisioned for you. This is not my plan for your life. This is not my will for your life. I wanted you to be vibrant and joyful all the time, even when you're uncomfortable. Even in your discomfort, I want you to be joy-filled. Elkanah is saying, bro, I know you don't have a son, and I know this other wife of mine and her wickedness keep poking fun, but bump her, baby girl, me and you. It's us against the world. Like, I never want you to feel alone. I never want you to feel like you don't have me. That's the role of a husband. That's what it means to be protected. That's what it means to feel secure. That's what it means to be provided for. Regardless of what, I got you and you got me. And nothing is better than that, and I'm not going to allow anything to seem like it's better than that. What we have on this earth is as good as it gets, baby. And I'm going to make sure that you know that it is. I'm going to make sure that you feel that it is. I'm going to make sure that you sense what it is. That this is as good as it gets. It doesn't get no better. It doesn't matter what Keisha husband doing for her. It doesn't matter what little neat husband doing for her. It doesn't matter what Raymond or Demetrius or Kevontae doing for his wife, baby girl. In comparison to what we got is nothing. Small thing to a giant. Okay? That's the relationship you're supposed to have with your husband. That's how your husband is supposed to make you feel. A well-kept woman will always display a well-kept man. You can tell what's going on in the household by the way that man keep that woman. If she's coming out frustrated, she's doing too much, she's overwhelmed, she's always moving, she taking care of the house, she taking care of the yard, she taking care of the roof, she taking care of the car, she taking care of him, Nope. That woman is overworked and underpaid, and you can tell. And that doesn't make her look bad, because she's doing what she's supposed to do as a wife. She's trying to make sure her husband is straight. Oh, but that husband. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 8 models, okay, Yah's love and admiration for us as his people. And how he desires us to see him. He desires us to see him like that. He desires for us to see him as so trustworthy, so giving, so loving, so nourishing, so protective, okay, so strengthening, so encouraging, so empowering, that regardless of what we don't have, we don't even recognize or realize what we don't have because we're so captivated by his presence and what we do have. I don't need a big house because I feel intimate with my Abba in this one bedroom. I don't need a new car because this old car shows the longevity and how long you and I have been together, Abba. I don't need 10 children because you satisfy me with your love. Like, that's what our Abba wants from us. He wants us to be so captivated by him and to be able to see him in everything that we have, that we don't long for what we don't have. I'm not saying that Yah doesn't want to give you more, pay attention. I'm saying that the relationship with Yah is so strong that regardless of what goes on the outside of that relationship, it does not matter. Because within the relationship is as good as it gets because it's great. That's the role of the husband. Okay? That's the role of the husband when you're dealing with a traditional household that holds the standard of biblical. Holds the biblical standard. Everything about us is about this. Your husband is like that. And you have a wife that has been conditioned to receive. And in that, and we're going to talk more about that, be able to give what she's supposed to give. Right? All right. Now, we're going to talk about the traditional household according to societal standards, which is your typical 2 working spouses, 2 working parents. And we are going to go into Matthew chapter 18, and let me get my Bible because I have to get a different one because the Tanakh doesn't go into the Brit Chadasha. Matthew 18:18. Okay, we're going to get into Matthew 18:18. I'm going to tell you what it says. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in the Shamayim, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in the Shamayim. Okay? And we're going to talk about it. I want to talk about it. Why? Why is your experience with your wife your experience with your wife? Why is your experience with your husband your experience with your husband? Because you bound. I'll read it again. 18:18. Whatsoever you what? And whatsoever you bind, whatsoever you loose is what? It is hot, Abba. Verily I say unto you, whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in the Shamayim, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in the Shamayim. You bought that. You did that. Your experience is your experience. It's because you made a covenant with it. You made a covenant with it. And it's another scripture you got us read into. Oh, you want us to talk about this first? Cool. Matthew 8, you bound that. You did that. Was Yah your matchmaker? Absolutely not. Man was your matchmaker. You bound that. You did that. You decided on that. And so he's giving me some statistics, okay? Some research estimates and statistics, and we're going to talk about it right now because we're talking about traditional households according to societal standards, where you have 2 working spouses and 2 working parents. Because, you know what I mean, a lot of times biblical households are shunned or frowned upon because it's like, oh, she's just sitting at home. And by the way, I don't know a stay-at-home mom that just sits anywhere, not even in the doctor's office, because it's still something. While you're waiting for your child to be called, you're emailing teachers. Okay, you are reading email from teachers, sending email to teachers, sending out stuff, checking messages. It's working. It's always something to be done as a stay-at-home mother. Okay, but a lot of times it's frowned upon because it's like, oh, she's not working, she's sitting at home, he's doing all the work, right? And then also on the flip side of that, there is female to female combat right in that, because it's like, you don't want to make no money, You need to make you some money. I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man to da 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 da. And so then there's this arrow pointed at the women who want to move like this, right? And so then there's this shame and this guilt, and it's like, well, maybe I shouldn't move like this. And now you got men that don't want women to move like this. It's a catastrophe. It's a catastrophe. But let's talk about the so-called traditional household by societal standards. Almost 50% of all marriages in the U.S. will end in divorce or separation. This is as of 2024 this year. 41% of all first marriages end in divorce. 60% of all second end in divorce. 73% of all third marriages end in divorce. More than 172 divorces occur during your typical romantic comedy movie, which is approximately 2 hours. So within every 2 hours, there's 172 divorces. Nearly 3 divorces in the time it takes for a couple to recite their wedding vows, which is approximately 2 minutes. All right. 5,975,768 divorces occur over the course of an average first marriage that ends in divorce. It is estimated that the first marriage it's only expected to last 8 years. 8 years. So within 8 years, but when your 8-year marriage, right, because that's as long as we're estimating it to last, based on the statistics up until this point, 5 million other people, right, 5,975,768 other people will be divorced within the 8 years that you are married before you're divorced. 75% of individuals cite lack of commitment as their reason for filing for divorce. 60% infidelity. So lack of commitment is the first one, which is really burnout. This person isn't doing as much work as I am. They're not putting in as much effort as I am. This isn't what I expected. I didn't sign up for this. That's burnout. Why you think burnout happened? Both of y'all get up 6 o'clock in the morning. Do whatever you do. You go to work. Both of y'all get off at 5 o'clock. One of y'all might go home and sit down somewhere because you're tired, and then the other one is at the grocery store getting the groceries, making the grocery list. We tend to do that at the doctor's appointments too. Make the grocery list, right? Somebody got to go to the store. Somebody has to drive to the store, get in the store, deal with store chaos, right? Because sometimes things are in stock, sometimes they're not. Sometimes people are nice, sometimes they're not. Sometimes the store is crowded, sometimes they're not. Sometimes the devices work, sometimes they don't. So we're dealing with the store chaos, and then you're on the way back. If you got off at 5, it was traffic there and traffic coming back. Now by the time you get home, it's 7, maybe. You're preparing dinner by the time you eat, 8:39. You get out of the shower, right? If you don't fall asleep in front of the TV before you got to take one, you get out of the shower, you handle your business. You don't have time to talk to your wife. You don't have time to talk to your husband. Y'all sleep. And guess what? You're going to get up and do it all over again. And you're going to do that for the whole week. Some of us are even taking work home. We get off at 5 o'clock and we go home and work till 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Right? And then we're eating processed foods. And so now our attitude is nasty because we've depleted ourselves of vitamin D and B vitamins. Schizophrenia is a effect of low B vitamins. Check it. Fact check me. So now I'm dealing with your mood swings. You're dealing with my mood swings. We got sleep deprivation. Is it deprivation or deprivation? Anyway, you're exhausted. And we get up and we do it all over again. What we do on the weekend? We're on the reserve Shabbat, right? Because that's the only day that we can try to at least get everything in. Maybe we could do some meal prep on Sunday, but we gotta wash the car. We gotta go get cleaner for the house. The stool is the toilet is stopped, so we gotta go get all of busy. A 2-person working household is not a 2-person household. It's just both of y'all coming together doing the one person household. Everything that you would, if you are a two parent or a 2-person working household, everything that you would do if you were working by yourself in a place by yourself, you're doing with your partner, and the only thing is that y'all splitting the bills. Y'all splitting the bills. A husband and a wife, when both of y'all are working, y'all are roommates. Roommates. Y'all don't have time for nothing else. Y'all roommates. Y'all might have a little bit of time, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but that's it. And that might happen once a month. These are the facts. Research estimates and statistics. You can look on Forbes. You can look on Census Bureau. It even breaks it down by race. Divorce rates by race. Divorce rates by education. Divorce rates by state. Divorce rates by what else? Economic status. All of these things. The demographics are, you can really find out. And you know who has the highest one. My people, my people. Why? Because Yah has called us to a covenant, and we trying to live like other people. We're trying to live like how other people are living, but that's not our agreement. Y'all never called for us to live like other people. That's what got us in trouble. We asked for Saul because we were around here and we see all these other nations and we're like, oh, they got a king to rule them, and their king does this and he represents them, and Yah says, I never had anybody over you. I think it was more like 2,000 years before Saul came into the picture, if not more. So you mean to tell me for 2,000 years it's been fine, but now all of a sudden y'all need a king. Y'all want somebody to rule y'all. Y'all want somebody else to tell you what to do. In scripture, Yah says, I have put no entity, man or spirit, over you. Not a demonic presence, not a man, none of that. You brought that on yourself. You asked for Saul and he was trash. Disobedient, disrespectful, disorganized. And ever since then, it's been chaos. You want to say it was for Eve, it was because of Eve. I think Yah fixed it after that. And then we always want to listen to other people. We always want to do what other people are doing. We never want to just stick with what Yah has told us. Even when you're looking at segregation and civil rights, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings because there's some people, grandparents and great-great-grandparents, but every time we try to be like somebody else instead of who Yah has told us to be, it's an issue. All right, so we already are looking at, who the divorce rates really depict as having the highest rate is people of color. All right. According to this 2-parent working or two spouse working doesn't work. It doesn't work because you got people burnt out. But if the husband was allowed to be the provider for the physical, right? If the husband can go to work and make sure the house is straight, make sure the cars are straight, handle everything that he needs to handle, and he doesn't have to come home and worry about how we gonna get to the grocery store, if we gonna get to the grocery store, if the toilet stopped up, if the children gotta go to school, and that's if children are involved. Can you imagine getting off at 5 o'clock? Both of y'all getting off at 5. One of y'all go to the store, the other one go pick the baby up. The one picking the baby up is stuck in traffic. The baby in the back seat crying. They done been at work all day. They were frustrated on the way there. The other one is at the grocery store frustrated. The one gets home, gets the baby taken care of, right? Give the baby a snack or whatever. Now somebody got to play with that baby, regardless of who's tired. One of y'all got to sit and entertain the child, right? Make sure the child is good, interact with your seed, while the other one is taking the groceries out of the bag. Figuring out, all right, bet I'm gonna prep this. You thought that you was gonna cook that, but now it's 7:30, so you're trying to figure out what can I cook right now that's gonna be enough and filling and not take me all day. Y'all eating at 8:30. The baby is not getting a bath until 9 o'clock. You done gave the baby a bath. It's 9 o'clock. Now you got to try to get that baby to sleep. It's 10 o'clock. Now you're cleaning up, washing dishes, getting the house back ready and together for tomorrow. It's 11 o'clock. Now you're getting in the shower. 12 o'clock, y'all getting in the bed. It's midnight. Kiss on the forehead and then you go to bed. But both of y'all are exhausted. It's some things that didn't even get done. You forgot you needed to do laundry. So now you got to wake up earlier because your baby need their uniform shirt for school. Like, that's crazy. That's hectic. Now you feeding your baby processed food because you ain't really got time to do a whole bunch of cooking because y'all don't get home till 5, 6 o'clock. And that's if it's no traffic. Right? But if the husband was able to do everything that he can do, right? Provide. And the wife can do everything that she can do, provide. By the time he gets home, the baby already either at home, or by the time he get home, we got an hour before we even go get the baby from daycare, if y'all choose to do daycare, but the baby can already be at home, right? The baby's already in the house. I've had the child all day. When you get home, both of y'all can eat together. You can tell the baby about your day. The baby can goo goo gaga in your face, looking like you, oh, look at my son. I love my son. You know what I mean? You go take you a shower. I pick the baby up. Baby probably get ready to play, whatever, because we've been interacting all day. ABC's 1, 2, 3's done, been done that. Everything in the house is taken care of. I've already had ample time to prep dinner. Dinner is done. Putting this baby to sleep 7:30. I'm getting out of the shower 8:30, 9 o'clock. We watching movies. Like, I done kick it. Tell me what's going on. How was your day? Or even sooner. But I mean, we don't want that. We want what everybody else have. Okay. So, back to Matthew 18:18. I'm going to have to separate this video. Matthew 18:18, right? This is what you asked for. This is what you bound up in the earth, and it has been bound in the Shamayim. This is what you released in the earth, and this is what has been released in the Shamayim. 1 Samuel 16:16. On what foundation is your covenant made? James 4. You did not seek the Most High in your decision. Let's read James 4. And then we're going to cut it right here for the first part. Let's go to James. James 4. Oh, keep losing it. Bro, I'm struggling right now to stop on James. I keep going past it. Sad, sad, sad. And I'm gonna leave it too, just so y'all can see me trying to get to where I need to get to. James 4. Sheesh. Alright. James 4. Did I write the verse? The whole thing. Gosh almighty. From whence comes wars and fightings among you? Alright. From where do you... I like the other version better, but... From whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not from even the lust of the war of your members? So this is why I like the other version better, because it gets straight to it and it keep it trill. It's like, bro, you're having issues not because of outside stuff, but because of inner stuff. You're quarreling with yourself. Do you not quarrel with yourself? That's what it's saying. You lust and you don't have. You kill and desire to have, right? And cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet you have not, because you ask not. You asked not. You didn't ask Yah to make you who you needed to be so that you can be a great wife. You just asked Yah for a husband. You didn't ask Yah to make you who you needed to be so that you could be a great husband. You just asked Yah for a wife. And then you weren't specific. You didn't say, Abba, I want the wife that you have for me. I want the husband that you have for me. You said, I want a husband. I want a wife. I'm looking at my notes. You did not seek the Most High in your decision. He says, you ask and receive not because you ask amiss. You ask me so that you may consume it upon your lust. Please let this be my husband. Please let this be my wife. And sometimes you don't even say that. You just be like, yeah. I like when they do this. I like how they do that. I want to keep them. It's really selfish, actually. A lot of y'all be marrying for selfish gain. For what that person can do for you or how they do what they do to you. And because you want to keep hold of that, you be marrying them. That's selfish, actually. That's selfish to other people, and it's disrespectful to y'all. Okay. Let me see. Boom. There you go, Abba. Verse 5, do you think that the scripture is written in vain or says in vain, the spirit that dwells in us loves to envy or lusts to envy? Okay. Okay. Submit yourselves to the Most High. Resist the enemy and he will flee from you. Y'all got to read James 4. And we're going to get back into it in the next video because I'm hot. But also because I want to get to the other version. And we're going to get into why did you marry who you marry. We're going to get into marriage contracts and what that looks like. We're going to get into more on the foundation of your covenant, right? Because marriage is a covenant. That's a blood covenant at that. And we're going to talk about how our Abba feels about blood covenants because he established that. He established blood covenants. Blood covenants come from our Abba. And so because he established it, he has rules for entering them and exiting them. And so we're going to talk about that too. So may the Most High bless you and keep you all connected to you. I guess we're going to call this one, is it right to get an STD test before marriage or marital roles and STD tests? Maybe something like that. I don't know. But we're going to keep going as Yah allows me to keep going. And I'm going to tell you and try to organize these notes to the best of my ability, but not go overboard. Because I feel like Yah is telling me, who said you had all that time? Who said that you could take your time on this and not bring forth the word in which I have given you because you want to be comfortable with its presentation? That's not, I don't have that option of making sure that it makes sense to me in attempts to ensure that it makes sense to you. I'm gonna just tell you and keep it real. Yah is not pleased with these covenants that we are making with each other. He is not pleased with these marriage covenants. He is not pleased with the covenant that we have with him. And because he is not pleased with the covenant that we have with him, it's reflected in our relationship with ourselves, and it is reflected in our relationships with each other. We are marrying people that Yah has not told us to marry, and we are slapping his name on it, and he is angry about it. He is also angry that we are not taking the time to develop our relationship with him because we're so tied up in wanting to be in a relationship with other people. Yah is saying to us and has been saying to us, am I not worth more than sons to you? Am I not worth more than this man to you? Am I not worth more than this woman to you? How is it that you can focus and care more about them than you do about me? I have given you everything. I have given you all of me. But yet you kick me to the curb for this person who isn't even capable of loving you like I want you to be loved, isn't capable of taking care of you how I want you to be taken care of, isn't capable of providing for you like I want you to be provided for, like I intend for you to be provided for. Women, we are providers as well. We are nurturers. We are protectors. We do, okay? Just in a different way, and we're going to touch on that too. But our Abba is not pleased even in that. Because we are not moving how we have been told to move. We are not moving how we have been told to move as mothers and as wives. And our Abba is displeased. And not only with the things that we are doing with ourselves, we're teaching our children this same catastrophe. And they are repeating this cycle, and Yah's wrath is burning. Burning. We are sacrificing our children because we don't want to take the time to learn about our Abba. That's what it is. We are having babies and we are feeding them poison. We are having babies and we're killing them. We're killing them. We are delivering them to the hands of the enemy. It's not the TV. It's not the music. It's not the school. It's not the internet. It's us. They're watching us and they're imitating and recreating the lives that they see us living within themselves. And they're perpetuating this faulty system. And it's unfortunate because we have everything that we need right here. But we choose to dismiss it because we don't want to take the time to do what Yah has required of us. Because we don't want to have the patience necessary to hear Yah, to listen, to apply, to live. Because we're in a rush, because we want to have it our way. We want to do what we want to do. So may the Most High bless you. Open your hearts. Open your eyes, right? So that we all can do what we're supposed to be doing. Whether that is separating or coming together. All glory to the Most High. May He bless you, keep you, and because of that, may your children's children be blessed. May you have a lineage of descendants who praise the Most High and live according to His will. Shalom.